5. That is the number of forces converging on silver right now. All 5. Firing simultaneously. In May 2026, not one catalyst, not 2. 5 separate forces, all aligning in the same 30-day window. This has never happened before, and right now, silver is sitting quietly at $75, completely unaware of what is about to hit it. Force number 1. COMEX registered silver inventory is approaching the most critical red line in modern silver market history. 76 million ounces left. The red line sits at 80 million. In May, that line gets crossed. Everything changes. Force number 2. China just imported 836 tons of silver in March, a record that shocked the entire market. And China's April import data drops in May. My analysis says that number will shock the market even more. I am going to break down all 5 of these forces in this video. Miss even one, and you will miss May's entire move. Force number 3, May 15th. Jerome Powell walks out of the Federal Reserve. Kevin Warsh walks in. Forever. Warsh has one mission: reshape the Federal Reserve completely. And silver has never been more sensitive to Fed leadership changes. And 13 days after taking over, May 28th, Warsh chairs his very first Federal Reserve meeting. Silver will react. Force number 4, Bank of America officially put a $309 price target on silver for 2026. Not a blog, not a rumor, their head of metals research. Michael Widmer put this on record publicly, 309. Citibank added 150 to 170. JP Morgan says 81 average for the full year. Every major bank. Bullish silver. Force number 5. Trump just said, call us Iran. A phone call could end this war, and when it does, silver will never be the same if that breakthrough happens. Oil crashes. Inflation pressure drops. The Federal Reserve gets room to act. Silver explodes. 5 forces. All converging. All in May. Now here is what makes this moment unlike anything silver has ever seen before. In January 2026, silver had exactly one of these forces active, just one delivery squeeze, nothing else. That single force moved silver from $80 to $121 in 4 days. One force did that. Now we have 5, all firing together in the same 30-day window. Silver is sitting at $75 right now. The math is not complicated. One force moved silver $40, 5 forces in 1 month. You do the math right now. I am going to show you exactly what happens at each catalyst, and the one signal that confirms May is actually the month. But before I get there, something happened inside the silver market last week. Something nobody in financial media caught. A signal that has appeared only 3 times in silver history, each time it fired. Silver went completely parabolic after. 3 for 3. 4. Perfect historical record. And last week, for the 4th time, that signal appeared again. Right now, stay with me. Every dot connects in this video, and when they all connect, the picture will completely change how you see silver. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. 5 forces, all converging. So why has silver not moved yet? Here's the real answer. That is the most important question in the entire silver market right now, and the answer will completely change how you see May. Here's the truth. Silver does not move gradually. It compresses, it coils, and then it snaps violently, without warning. We saw this in January. Silver sat quietly for weeks. Nobody was paying attention. Then, in 4 days, it moved $40. That is how silver works. Not slowly, not gradually. It waits. It builds pressure. And then it releases everything at once. Right now. Silver is in the compression phase. Every day it stays at 75. The spring gets tighter, not weaker. And here is what most people completely miss. The longer silver compresses, the more violent the release becomes. Always. Now combine that compression with 5 catalysts all firing in May. That combination has a name. It is called a perfect storm. But I want to be completely honest with you right now, because most channels only show you the bull case. I will show you both. The bear case exists. If Iran talks completely collapse, oil stays high, inflation stays elevated, Fed cannot cut rates at all, and if Warsh turns out more hawkish than expected, rate cuts get delayed further, silver stays compressed even longer. Those risks are real. I will not pretend they do not exist. But here's why the bull case is stronger than anything I have seen. Because even in the bear case, the 6-year supply deficit does not disappear. Physical silver keeps leaving the market forever. 762 million ounces gone since 2021. That metal is not coming back, ever. Under any scenario. Now, here is something I promised you earlier. That signal, the one that appeared 3 times before silver went parabolic each time, that signal is the COMEX silver lease rate spike. When lease rates spike suddenly, it means one thing. Physical silver is disappearing. 1980. Lease rates spiked. Silver went from $11 to $50. The Hunt Brothers squeeze was born 2011. Lease rates spiked again. Silver tripled from $18 to $48 in just 8 months. October 2025. Lease rates spiked a third time. Silver went from $40 to $121. 3 signals, 3 explosions. Perfect record. Now look at what happened inside COMEX silver market just last week. COMEX silver lease rates just spiked again for the 4th time, right now, as 5 catalysts are all converging in May. The same signal, the same pattern, 3 times before. Silver exploded. And now it just fired again in May 2026. Now here is what I want you to do right now. Pause this video. Write down these 2 words, May, signal. You will need them because in the next part of this video, I am going to show you exactly what each of the 5 catalysts does to silver price. Let us break down each force individually, starting with the one that is already closest to triggering. Right now, this week, COMEX is the exchange where silver futures are traded. Think of it as the world's most important silver warehouse. It is draining. In 2020, COMEX had over 500 million ounces registered, available for delivery. Today that number is 76 million, 85% gone in 5 years, and it is still draining every single week without stopping, without slowing down. Now here's where May becomes critical. When registered inventory crosses below 80 million ounces, the alarm officially triggers. That alarm means one thing to institutional traders: delivery risk, and delivery risk means one thing to silver price: explosion, catalyst. One is already 76% of the way to triggering. It does not need May to start. May just seals it permanently. Catalyst 2, China. Let me show you something about this story that every other channel is getting completely wrong right now. Everyone is talking about the 836 tons China imported in March. That number is real, but it is not the story. The real story is this: China classified silver as a strategic material in 2026. Only 44 approved companies can export it. That means China is not just buying silver. China is locking silver inside its borders, and the world cannot get it back out. Now gold just hit $5,000. Chinese retail investors cannot afford gold. Silver bars are flying off shelves every day. And my analysis says when China April import data drops in May, that number could exceed 836 tons again. If that happens, silver market gets hit with 2 catalysts simultaneously: COMEX alarm plus China shock. In the same week, right now. Pause for 1 second. If you are holding physical silver, you need to hear what comes next very carefully. Catalyst 3, May 15th. Kevin Warsh becomes Fed chair. And silver has a specific relationship with Fed leadership transitions. Every single time a new Fed chair takes over, precious metals make a significant directional move within 30 days. Every time. Volcker took over. Gold exploded. Greenspan took over. Gold moved. Bernanke, Yellen, Powell. Every transition triggered precious metals. Now Warsh takes over May 15th. He has publicly supported lower rates. Trump is pushing him hard. Silver is already watching. And May 28th. His very first FOMC meeting, whatever signal he sends, silver reacts within hours, not days. Hours. Even a hint of rate cuts sends silver higher, because rate cuts mean dollar weakens. And when dollar weakens, silver explodes. Catalyst 3 alone, on May 28th, could move silver $10 to $15 in a single session, based on historical Fed reactions. Catalyst 4, Bank of America, Citibank, JP Morgan, all 3 released their quarterly metals reports in May. Watch what happens next. When 3 major banks simultaneously reconfirm bullish silver targets, institutional money managers cannot ignore it any longer. They have to position. Fund managers who missed January's move from 80 to 121. They will not miss this one. And when institutional money moves into silver, it does not move slowly. Billions enter in hours. Price gaps up immediately. Retail investors see institutional buying. They follow immediately. That creates the momentum that pushes silver past resistance levels. Smart money is already quietly accumulating physical silver right now. While retail investors are still asking why silver is at 75, that disconnect between smart money action and retail confusion, that is exactly where the biggest silver opportunities always hide. Write this down right now. Smart money moves first. Headlines come second. By the time headlines confirm, the move is already done. Catalyst 5, the one that could trigger everything else simultaneously, Trump said, call us Iran. Tehran is reviewing a new proposal. Iran sent a new proposal today. Reopen Hormuz in exchange for ending the U.S. naval blockade. Trump is reviewing it right now. If that deal closes in May, oil drops from $100 toward $80 immediately. Energy inflation disappears overnight. When energy inflation disappears, the Federal Reserve finally has room to cut rates. That signal alone moves silver $10 minimum. Now combine that with COMEX alarm triggering, China data shocking, Warsh signaling cuts, banks reconfirming 309, all five in the same month. While silver sits compressed at $75, the spring has never been wound this tight before. This is not speculation. Every single one of these five catalysts has a specific date attached to it in May 2026. And in the next part of this video, I am going to show you the one signal that will confirm whether May is actually the month. Now here's the one signal I promised you, the confirmation that tells you May is not just possible. May is actually the month. It is not one data point. It is three specific things happening simultaneously. When all three align, that is your confirmation. Confirmation signal 1. COMEX registered inventory drops below 80 million ounces. Watch this number every single week in May. The moment that number goes below 80 million, screenshot it, share it, because that is confirmation signal 1 officially triggered, confirmation signal 2. Kevin Warsh uses the word accommodation in his May 28th statement, just that one word. Listen for it. Accommodation means the Fed is ready to support the economy. That single word from a new Fed chair sends silver sharply higher immediately. Confirmation signal 3. China April import data releases in May. Watch for any number above 500 tons. That confirms structural demand. 3 signals, any 2 of these 3 firing together in May. That is your confirmation. The move has started. Do not wait for more. Now here is what smart money is already doing right now. While most people are still debating whether May is actually the month, silver ETF inflows have quietly increased 42% in the last 3 weeks. Institutions are positioning before the move. Physical silver premiums above spot price have risen to their highest level since January's squeeze. That is real-world demand signal, when physical premiums rise while spot price stays flat. That is the market telling you something paper markets are hiding right now. Now, I want to be completely transparent with you. I am not just an analyst watching this from the outside. I hold physical silver. I bought physical silver because this data convinced me, not because someone told me to. The 5 catalysts convinced me personally, and I could be wrong. Markets stay irrational longer than anyone expects, but the structural case for silver has never been stronger, because even if May does not trigger the explosion, every day that passes makes the eventual move bigger, not smaller, bigger. The deficit keeps growing, the inventory keeps draining, the banks keep raising targets. Time is on the silver stacker's side here. Now I have a very specific question for everyone watching this video right now, and I want your honest answer in the comments. Do you think May 2026 is the month silver finally breaks out, or do you think the market needs more time to set up? Type May in the comments if you think this is the month. Type wait if you think silver needs more time. I read every single one, because this community is how we track the move together. When signal 1 triggers, I am posting immediately. Subscribe so you see it. And if you want to know exactly which silver mining stocks move before silver itself moves, that analysis is coming very soon. The stocks that moved before January's squeeze, they went up 300% before silver hit 121. 300%. Subscribe right now. Hit the bell, because the next video covers exactly that, and it drops before May catalysts start firing. Before I close this video, I want to take 30 seconds to show you the bigger picture, the one most silver channels never talk about. Silver has been suppressed below fair value for decades, not months, not years, decades. And every suppression ends the same way. It ends with a violent repricing, a sudden snap back to reality, where everything that was suppressed gets released all at once. We saw it in 1980. We saw it in 2011. We saw a preview in January 2026. Each time, same pattern, and every single time. The people who held physical silver before the move, they did not regret it, not once, not ever. That is the bigger picture. Silver does not ask permission. It does not give warnings. It just moves. And May could be that moment. Now, right now, watching this video, there are 2 completely different types of silver investors, and I can tell you which one wins. Type 1 watches videos like this, understands the data, nods along, and then waits for someone else to confirm before acting. Type 2 watches this video, sees the 5 catalysts, checks the 3 confirmation signals, and starts paying very close attention now, in January. Type 1 investors watched silver go from 80 to 121. Type 2 investors were already positioned before it moved. By the time Type 1 got confirmation, silver was already at $105. The majority of the move was completely gone. Which type are you right now? That is not a rhetorical question. I genuinely want to know. Tell me in the comments right now. Now, I want to tell you why I actually started this channel, because it is not what most people assume when they see finance content. I started because in 2011, someone showed me the silver data. I ignored it. I watched silver triple without me. Never again. That experience taught me one thing. Data does not care about your doubts. It does not wait for you to feel comfortable. It just moves. This channel exists for one reason, to make sure you see the data before the move. Not during it, not after, before and right now. With 5 catalysts converging in May. You are watching this video before the move. That is not an accident. So here is my promise to you. Every time a confirmation signal fires in May, I will cover it immediately. Same day, no delays. Subscribe right now. Hit that bell, because when signal 1 fires, that video goes up within hours. You need to be notified immediately, and drop your comment right now. May or wait, because I am going to pin the top comment and respond to it personally today. Now. One final thing before you go. There is a video on this channel that connects everything I just showed you even deeper. It covers exactly how the Hunt brothers nearly broke the entire silver market in 1980, and why 2026 looks identical. Same supply squeeze, same paper market stress, same institutional positioning, different decade, identical setup. The parallel will shock you. Watch that video right now. Because understanding 1980 is the key to understanding exactly what happens next in May.